We are now 7 episodes into the WWE 2K23 Beetlejuice My GM mode. I hope you all enjoy. I hope you continue to watch. I hope you watch the other videos. Like and subscribe. And we have a Discord. If you want to talk to us, I respond to all the comments down below.
Subscribe to the Gaming Time YouTube channel.
The champ is back. John Cena wins back the Universal title. Hasn't held it since the first episode. Wins it twice last episode. John Cena, 14-9. Four-time Universal Champion. That's insane. One-time Tag Champ. Three-time MVP. John Cena's having an amazing second season. We thought she was gone after season 1 since all the legends disappeared, but she came back. She won the title she never lost. She's your current women's champ, 9-8 record, two-time women's champ, one-time MVP, looking to carry over the amazing end she had of season 1 into season 2. We have our Intercontinental Champion, LA Knight. Yeah, didn't have the best episode, but he did beat Cody Rhodes, won that IC Championship, 1-3 record, one-time IC champ. We have Nikita Lyons. I don't think I said that right. I don't know. Just like LA Knight, new to the Beetlejuice My GM series, new to this season, didn't draft them last season, but she's 3-0, one-time tag champ, is our current tag champ. And our other half of the women's tag champs, Asuka. No one is ready for her. Just like Lita, she won back the title she never lost. 11-8 record, two-time women's tag champ, new partner, new season, let's get it. We have Bayley, who started off great this season, winning the women's championship, becoming a two-time women's champ, but then Lita came back and bullied her. She's 11-8, two-time MVP, already mentioned the women's title. We brought back Bret Hart like we brought back Lita. Bret is now 9-6, two-time Universal Champion, one-time MVP, and he's the bad guy. He's the heel, the best to ever do it, Bret Hart. Yet another legend, we brought back The Undertaker, 8-6 record, one-time tag champ, one-time MVP. We brought him in at the very end of last episode, the Rated R Superstar Edge, 1-0, starting great so far in this Beetlejuice My GM series. We have the grandson of a plumber, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. First person we've seen with a legit just 10-10 record. Look at them gold 10s. One-time Universal Champion. He won that accidentally. Didn't mean to have that match, but he did it. He did it. Three-time Intercontinental Champion. We have Mommy, Rhea Ripley at 1-1. We have Logan Paul, now the good guy. Bret's the bad guy, he's the good guy. 7-10 record, three-time Universal Champion, one-time MVP. We have the glorious Robert Roode at 7-13, one-time Intercontinental Champion. We have The Miz at 7-14, one-time tag champ. We have not done anything with the tag champ so far in season 2. We have King Coda, aka Dakota Kai, 0-2. Gilly wants her pushed. I am not doing him justice, or her. We have Lacey Evans, who, like Dakota Kai, is 0-2. We have the legend killer Randy Orton at 0-3. Did not see that coming after in 2K22. He had such an amazing run. It's time for the Slapnuts MVPs of the week / last episode. Your male Slapnuts of the week is John Cena. New season, same wrestlers.
WWE Universe voted me Superstar of the Year.
And the women's Slapnuts of the week is just like John Cena, another wrestler from last season, Lita. We get the same wrestlers even though we have new wrestlers. It's a new season. Lita's your MVP.
Started to feel like I was home.
We start off this episode signing the newcomer to 2K23, Stacy Keibler. This is for Gilly. We're going to the moon. We're pushing King Coda. Check out the WWE Universe mode if you want to get this reference. LA Knight defends his IC title against The Miz, Logan Paul, and Cody Rhodes in a fatal 4-way. And The Miz picks up the win, wins the Intercontinental Championship. We do some advertise with Bret Hart. He has pop available. Nikita and Asuka versus Rhea and Lacey Evans for the tag titles. And no one's ready for this tag team. They're still the champs. Undertaker does some advertising. Fatal 4-way. Lita, Bayley immediately get Dakota Kai and Stacy Keibler involved, and Lita still picks up the win. Continues the rivalry. Robert Roode does some advertising. Cena defends his Universal Championship against Edge and Randy Orton, and the Rated R Superstar picks up the win. New champ.
On this day, I see clearly.
On to NXT, we have two of our former wrestlers, Natalya and Gigi, one-on-one. Natalya picks up the win against Gigi. Xavier Woods does no promos. Mace versus Drew McIntyre, one-on-one. Mace picks up the win against Drew in a disappointing match. Cameron Grimes go one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes. I don't know how I messed that up. Carmelo Hayes wins in a disappointing match. R-Truth versus MVP in an Iron Man match. And it's a tie. That is disappointing. Speaking of our former wrestlers, Shayna Baszler goes against Nikki ASH, and Nikki ASH picks up the win against Shayna Baszler. Finn Balor cuts a self-promo. Tyler Bate goes in an Iron Man match against Chad Gable, and unlike NXT, we actually have a winner with Tyler Bate. Matt Riddle cuts a promo. Boost that pop-up. We have the greatest tag team ever, Charlotte and Karen versus Roxanne and Zoe Starks. And Karen and Charlotte just can't lose at all. Allie Brawler calls out Zoe Stark after she lost. Ricochet defends his U.S. title versus Gunther. I'm messing up. He defends. We're still in the lead, baby. We have Tyler Breeze immediately vetoing one of our champs. Such a hater. We lose Nikita. That is really unfortunate. Then we have Triple H telling us Nikita can't participate. LA Knight comes up to us saying, "Boss, what happened to the promise with me and Cena?" There's a lot of unfortunate circumstances. I tried, I forgot, it happens. Edge is appreciative of us giving him a match for the title. He's our new champ, he's the man. We're going to send John Cena to a health spa. He lost the title, he needs some rest, he's the man. We call 1-800-FELLA, and we sign Sheamus to SmackDown. Tyler Breeze attacked us, so we're going right back at him, attacking him. We finally have tag team action. Robert Roode and LA Knight versus Logan Paul and The Undertaker. Bret Hart interferes, and we have new tag champs.
Yeah!
We have Rhea Ripley calling out Asuka, continuing that rivalry. Sheamus immediately goes in triple threat action against Cody and The Miz. The Miz picks up the win. That's back-to-back wins for our new IC champ. Lita does some advertising. We have Pop available. Dakota versus Stacy versus Lacey. Triple threat. Dakota Kai finally gets her first win. We get the rivalry with Stacy and Dakota that we wanted. Bayley does some advertising. They have Pop to give up. Edge versus Randy Orton one-on-one, and Randy picks up his first win against the new champ. NXT has Mansoor versus Commander Aziz in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and Commander Aziz picks up the win in a great match. Shotzi calls out Natalya, finally promos. Carmelo and R-Truth versus Cameron Grimes and Mace. I didn't mess up the names this time. R-Truth and Carmelo Hayes pick up the win. Solo Sikoa picks up. I messed up there. He does a promo. MVP versus Drew. MVP picks up the win. He's the NXT champ for a reason. Raquel Rodriguez does a promo. Queen Zelina versus Doudrop. Steel cage for the title. Doudrop picks up the win. Andrew Zelina. On to Raw, we have a backstage brawl between Titus and Tozawa, and Tozawa picks up the win. They're really feuding over that WWE title. Nikki does a self-promo. I'm just dropping some names. Chad Gable versus Tyler Bate, one-on-one, no Iron Man match. Chad Gable picks up the win this time, continues the rivalry. Matt Riddle does yet another self-promo. Roxanne and Zoe versus Charlotte and Karen. No one can stop this undefeatable tag team. Then we have Allie Brawler yet again calling out Zoe after she loses. Gunther goes against Ricochet yet again for the U.S. title, and Ricochet wins yet again in a classic, and we are still at the top.
I'm Beetlejuice, baby.
We have Stacy Keibler sliding in the DMs, telling us she could do more for the brand. She wants a main event. You're new, Stacy, but you're a legend. You'll get it. Then we have Lacey Evans saying she wants to stop losing. Randy beat Edge, so he immediately gets a Universal title shot, and Edge won't give up that title. In a classic, continues the rivalry. Sheamus does some promo, trying to boost him up. The Miz versus Cena versus Logan Paul for the IC title, and John Cena has done it. The title he's never won before, he got. Cena has now won everything we have available in my GM. Lacey Evans does a promo. Cody versus LA Knight versus Undertaker versus Bret. Fatal 4-way. Cody picks up the win, continuing the rivalries for all these men. Robert Roode calls out John Cena. We're starting a rivalry between them. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley versus Stacy and Dakota. Stacy got her main event. Mommy picks up the win, though. NXT does Commander Aziz versus Mansoor yet again to start off their show, and Mansoor picks up the win in an okay match. The champ MVP does some charity. Mace versus Carmelo Hayes one-on-one, and Mace picks up the win against Carmelo Hayes. No Cameron Grimes to beat up on. Drew McIntyre does a promo. Natalya versus Shotzi one-on-one, and Shotzi picks up a win against Natalya in a good match. Cameron Grimes then calls out Drew McIntyre, two of our former wrestlers. Iron Woman match. Gigi Raquel, and Raquel picks up the win in a good match. No U.S. title on the line this time. Ricochet versus Gunther, and Gunther picks up the win when there's nothing at stake. Nikki does a self promo. We have the former undefeatable champ Finn Balor versus Rick Boogs. Maybe Valor's back. I said Valor. Balor's back on the path of success. Roxanne does a promo. Chad versus Tyler Bates one-on-one yet again. Chad picks up 2 wins in a row. This time Zoe calls out Allie saying, "How dare you call me out?" Kira versus Titus for the WWE title Iron Man match. Titus Worldwide wins the WWE title, and we're still at the top. We cannot be stopped.
Fuck with me, you die.
We have Bret Hart telling us he is back home in Calgary, Canada, and he wants a match. You got it, buddy. Lacey Evans wants to go one-on-one with Nikita Lyons, or just a match. We give it to him. And then we sign Seth freaking Rollins to SmackDown. He's here. Then we go and we pick up Nikki Bella, a new addition. We promised Lacey Evans a win in her next match. She's tired of losing, so we use that fixed match, new to 2K23, to guarantee Lacey wins her upcoming match. Speaking of that fixed match, it's against Nikita and Asuka, Mommy and Lacey for the tag titles, and Mommy and Lacey get that guaranteed championship gold. Bayley cuts a promo. We have Cena versus Robert Roode versus the new Seth freaking Rollins. Cena picks up the win, trying to boost up the new wrestlers with triple threats and fatal four-ways. Lita does a promo, our champ. Dakota, Stacy, Nikki, try and boost up all 3 of these women, and the king is on fire. Sheamus cuts a promo, trying to build up the new wrestlers. Fatal four-way, The Miz, Logan Paul, Undertaker, Brett, trying to boost up all their rivalries, and Logan Paul picks up the win. On to NXT, we have Gigi versus Raquel one-on-one. Gigi picks up the win against Raquel in a good match. We have Solo cutting a self-promo. Then we have Carmelo Hayes versus Mace one-on-one. No more Cameron Grimes. Mace picks up the win, and Carmelo Hayes is not looking hot without Cameron Grimes. R-Truth cuts a promo. Speaking of Cameron Grimes, goes one-on-one with Drew after they had that calling out, and Drew McIntyre picks up the win. Then we have Mansoor calling out Commander Aziz and Natalya versus Shotzi. They've been fighting. Now they get the main event, and Natalya picks up the win. The unstoppable tag team of Karen and Charlotte versus Zoe and Roxanne for the tag titles, and of course they weren't going to lose. They can't be stopped. They're the best. Allie Brawler cuts a self-promo. Shayna goes yet again against Nikki one-on-one, and Nikki continues to beat Shayna Baszler. I feel bad for her. Titus rubbing in Akira Tozawa's face that he won the title. Rick Boogs' Iron Man match against Finn. This time Rick Boogs beats Finn Balor. I feel bad for Finn. He was unstoppable last season. Chad Gable does charity. That we have triple threat. Ricochet, Tyler Bates, Gunther. Tyler Bates catches them off guard, wins the title, and we're still at the top. Tyler Breeze continues to be a thorn in our side as he uses the limited stock that we used on him. Then he vetoes one of our wrestlers. Tyler Breeze does not like us. Oh, there goes Dakota Kai. Can't make her look strong. She's not booked. We have Triple H telling us where our cards attacking us. Then we have Rhea Ripley who wants a match at the pay-per-view. Asuka saying she's not 100%. She's been carrying us a lot, doing a lot of matches. We'll give you some rest as the greatest tag team. It's been my quest to bring back the wrestlers from Season 1. We add back Stone Cold, the Rattlesnake. Then we go and we send Asuka. She wanted time off. We send her to a health spot so she can get boosted up. Then we use the injury rehab on John Cena because we want the champ. On to Hell in a Cell, we have Lita versus Bayley in the first ever Iron Woman match on SmackDown. We have Lita picking up the win, ending the rivalry. Bayley just didn't stand a chance. Stone Cold's back to cut a promo. Rhea Ripley wanted a match at the pay-per-view. No Asuka, so we give her Hell in a Cell against Nikki Bella. Brought in Nikki, why not let her have some matches? Seth Rollins cuts a promo. Cody versus LA Knight. Put that rivalry to an end, and LA Knight picks up the win. Yeah, and a classic. Sheamus cuts a self-promo. Then we have Undertaker and Brett. Tables match to end their rivalry. 2 legends, and the Dead Man puts an end to one of the greatest Canadian wrestlers. Nikita cuts a promo. Her partner's gone. Randy versus Edge for the Universal title, and Edge wins and ends the rivalry. NXT looking to end some rivalries as we have Natalya versus Shotzi TLC match, and Shotzi picks up the win in a classic, ending their rivalry. Mansoor calls out Commander Aziz. Gigi versus Raquel, a rivalry. Did we do that in Season 1? I don't know. I feel like we had some matches between them. Raquel picks up the win, amazing. And then Commander Aziz calling out Mansoor, okay. Drew versus Cameron Grimes, one-on-one rivalry match. Drew McIntyre picks up the win, continues to grow their rivalry. Rich Holland does some charity, not a promo. R-Truth versus Solo, MVP runs in, and he costs R-Truth the win, and Solo picks up the win. MVP R-Truth rivalry. Mace versus Carmelo Hayes tables match. Carmelo Hayes finally beats Mace. We have Titus versus Akira Tozawa. No title on the line. Titus rubbed it in his face and then beat him. Said, "You're never getting this title back." Veer cuts a promo, who was a beast on NXT last season. Chad and Gunther versus Ricochet and Matt Riddle. Chad and Gunther win. Tag champs. Ricochet and Gunther still going at it. Ted DiBiase cuts a promo. Shayna versus Nikki. End the rivalry. Can Shayna finally pick up the win? She doesn't. The superhero cannot be stopped. Then we have Tyler Bates saying, "Look at this, Chad. You beat me all those times. Now I'm U.S. champ." Finn Balor versus Rick Boogs. Finn Balor wins in a table match, continuing their rivalry. Ali Brawler calls out Zoe Stark, continuing their rivalry. Karen, Charlotte versus Zoe Roxanne. You just can't stop them. They're the greatest tag team ever. And then just like us, you can't stop Beetlejuice.
I love money, 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 money.
Tyler Breeze continues to be a hater, making it where our free agents and legends cost more next week. Then we have Triple H letting us know there's a hiring issue or whatever. I mean, no hiring next week. Rhea Ripley's appreciative that we gave her a match at the pay-per-view. We have Lita saying she wants to team up with Nikki Bella. What are we going to do there? Maybe her and Lacey versus Nikki and Lita? Who knows? The shake-up cards weren't good this week. We go for the no breaks. I feel like we have a lot of wrestlers low on stamina. Give them a promo boost, especially for those new wrestlers we got. Gonna work them. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Beetlejuice My GM series.